The ceremony is about to begin, so could you please find your seat? Thank you. You really have to lean into the mic. Oh, wait. Yeah? Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony of 2021 here at Pinkerton Academy. Thank you, thank you. My name is Shaylee Nolan, and I am this year's president of NHS, and tonight we will be welcoming an incredible... Oh, hello? Okay, there. We will be welcoming an incredible group of juniors and seniors, as well as recognizing the hard work and dedication of both first and second year NHS members. Before the ceremony begins, I'd like to give a huge congratulations to the parents, friends, and families of the bright individuals sitting behind me. I say this because your unconditional love and encouragement is one of the reasons why your sons and daughters are being celebrated today. At least, that's the truth in my case, so thank you, Mom and Dad. On another note, for all of the students here tonight, whether you're stepping into the role as an NHS member or walking away with an NHS plaque, you were chosen because of your excellence in character, scholarship, leadership, and service. You are here because you give your time, your energy, and your knowledge to the people around you, and that is something that does not go unnoticed. Needless to say, you have earned your place here at Pinkerton, and I applaud each and every one of you. In tonight's candlelighting service, we will honor those who have achieved excellence in a wide variety of academic, extracurricular, and community endeavors. I now call upon Vice President Andy McDonald to lead the assembly in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'd now like to have eyes for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Andy. Going into this year, I had a picture in my mind of how I imagined being the president of NHS would be like. I thought once we're back in school, we can carry out the events that we weren't able to have because of the lockdown and create so many more to compensate for the time lost. Well, little did I know that not much would change from March to August, and we'll figure it out quickly became a mantra in my life. And it was then that I really began to empathize with all of the administration, club officers, teachers, and pretty much everybody in a leadership position, because it really was like starting from scratch, and it was quite the struggle to figure out where to begin on the drawing board. But despite the unexpected challenge, I want to recognize every NHS member in this field, I guess, because we were able to make light of the situation. For those of you who didn't know, this was Mrs. Lemire's first time being the National Honor Society advisor. Throughout the year, she has led us through fundraisers, volunteering opportunities, appreciation events, and without Mrs. Lemire, the NHS tutoring service wouldn't have been possible. Not only that, but I don't think that even I could have gotten through this year without her help and guidance. So on behalf of all of your students, thank you so much, Mrs. Lemire. I'd also like to take a moment of reflection for the accomplishments of the entire National Honor Society. Together, we have accumulated over 1,000 community service hours, and as I briefly mentioned, have built a strong tutoring service involving hundreds of students for the first time in Pinkerton history. To my fellow NHS members out there, you should be giving yourself a big pat on the back because that takes some real time, effort, and above all, heart. I really find it eye-opening looking back to the beginning of the school year when I was imagining what we could accomplish because although I was putting all of my trust in the words, "we'll figure it out," we did. Whether you're here sitting in this room or streaming into the ceremony from Facebook Live, we figured it out. And that's because of you, so thank you. Membership in the Pinkerton chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of knowledge, character, scholarship, leadership, and service. We will now review these qualities in the candlelighting service. I invite Isabel Povey to speak.
Thank you so much, Shaylee, and thank you for your leadership throughout this crazy year. They say knowledge is power, but I have learned that knowledge is nothing more than potential. True power can only come from action, and after working with some of the most knowledgeable individuals in the Pinkerton community this past year on National Honor Society, I can attest to the truth of that statement. Our potential is endless, and despite the uncertainties of this past year, we took action on it, proving that our power is just as infinite. This power, however, does not come with the title of our leadership role on campus. It comes with our knowledge of self, of our peers, and of each other. Tonight, we celebrate the attributes which brought us all to this spot: character, scholarship, leadership, and success. These pillars define our work as the National Honor Society, and our members' knowledge is exemplified through each one. Character, the ethical and moral views of a person. This requires an immense amount of wisdom, especially as we navigate the journey of high school. Still, each person here tonight holds true to their character in spite of it all, embodying a level of knowledge far above what our age might imply. The knowledge we exercise through scholarship goes beyond what a GPA can measure. Rather than through the letter written on the top of a math test, our knowledge is exemplified through the opportunities that we seek out, the clubs that we join, and all of the steps that we take to always put our best foot forward. As National Honor Society members, we are all leaders in our own way, whether it is as the captain of a sports team, as the president of a club, or by being the first to put our camera on during an online class. Our knowledge is not only recognizing the influence we have among our peers, but using that influence for good. And finally, service, the pillar which inspires and impacts not only each of our members and the entire Pinkerton community, but the community that surrounds us. Each student that we honor tonight has completed hours of individual service projects that they are passionate about. This knowledge of the potential of our personal strength, as well as the recognition of so many different needs in our community, is where our true power is rooted. Everything that we know embodies the National Honor Society values of character, scholarship, leadership, and success. The one thing stronger than the power of knowledge is the power of action. And after this year of think we can all agree that this group of individuals knows how to act on our knowledge. I light the candle of knowledge. I now invite Andy McDonald to speak.
Billy Graham, a prominent peaceful figure in the 1940s, once said, "When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. But when character is lost, all is lost." All of you sitting here have in some way demonstrated outstanding character throughout your high school career. which is 1/5 of the reason why you all belong in such a prestigious society. But what does it mean to demonstrate outstanding character? Integrity, honesty, trust, courageousness, and loyalty. Character is not just who you'd appear in front of others, but also is around. How do you go about taking a test, working a job, communicating with others, and keeping your word? With character, we have power. The power to be trusted and respected in our Pinkerton community and beyond. As a leader at this high school, it is important to stay true to yourself. Take the scenic route. Be different. Be unique. The world would be less exciting without all of us showing our true colors. Character cannot be fabricated. As we grow older, life may get hard from time to time, but the lessons and experiences we will learn from will only strengthen our character and help define who we are. Without these struggles, the journey to unlock your full potential of character would be impossible to travel. As a friend, teammate, classmate, or even coworker, it is essential to unapologetically be you. In this next chapter of life, use every struggle you face as a way to build yourself and help serve others around you. Character is what continues to strengthen our healthy and working relationships, which in the long run will be what we remember from high school. It won't be the A you got on your math test last week, and it definitely won't be the ending from the Lord of the Flies. However you all may have demonstrated character to make to this ceremony, it has got the job done so far, so keep being you. It is a great honor to be part of the National Honor Society, and it is expected that this group of students here today will continue to represent themselves, the society, and our community with outstanding character. I now light the candle of character. I would now like to invite Haley Davis to come speak.
Thank you, Andy. Over the years, we have all found our way to pursue scholarship. No matter what courses we take or extracurricular activities we involve ourselves with, we all have a motivation to be scholars. Okay. Yep. Sorry. To learn the most we can. Although we may all have succeeded at our pursuit of scholarship in every area of school here at Pinkerton, this NHS chapter will go on to have specific expertise in so many different disciplines: STEM, business, the arts, and everything else imaginable. Each path will lead a different life, but our shared motivation for the pursuit of knowledge will not differ. The bumps in the road may involve differing obstacles, but this drive that we each have will keep us going. There may be an important deadline or project, which we all know way too well, but we will continue to go back to where we belong. That challenge will become an achievement and will only further help us in the pursuit of knowledge. Each of these obstacles will come in one way or another, but it will be the knowledge that we reach that can be the solution, no matter what. We are all on that same journey of scholarship. So as you move on to the next chapter of your lifelong education expedition, either senior year or post-high school, do not let this motivation for knowledge cease. It will be what sets you apart from others. It will bring the biggest, brightest opportunities, and because you will be the one to accept them, those opportunities will be much better. Without your specific experiences, those opportunities may be left. The same applies to an obstacle, because you cannot opportunity better, but also solve a problem better. Each unique experience you have teaches something new, good or bad. Every new challenge makes you that much stronger. Embrace each one with the mentality that it would continue to help reach your goal of scholarship. This mindset will help you bring the focus and expertise now, which you can later contribute. No matter what your expertise may be, it is going to bring a new perspective to the world. This is the beauty of when an interest becomes discipline, and when that discipline becomes scholarship. We change the world. I light this candle of scholarship. I forgot my... I invite Sophia Camilleri to speak.
Thank you, Haley. As all of us sit here today, hold on, sorry. All of us sit here today, we each look forward to find leaders in ourselves. On first on Zoom calls, answering the most questions in class, or being the valedictorian, you all lead in some way, shape, or form. But as we leadership has to stay with us as a critical skill. Leadership is about being passionate, determined, and serving others for the benefit of a group, not just for personal. The reason that leadership is so and a vital pillar in the national is because it's a skill that should be developed and held for a lifetime. Positive and meaningful leadership is a skill that will make of life better. It makes companies flourish, sports teams win championships, and allows families to raise kids in ways that make them proud. But it's all easier said than done. Leadership is a clear path with a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a bumpy path with a lot of branches and roots in your way. Those branches and roots may make you stumble, trip, and sometimes make you fall flat on your face. But being a strong leader is one that picks themselves up and their group again to face the rocky path. Tonight, I can't speak to one of you and tell you a set list of qualities you need to be a leader. Leadership varies from situation to situation, but I can tell you that all great that have done something good for this world have one thing in common. They work with and for the people around them. You can be resilient and passionate about what you're doing, but it means nothing unless you're willing to work with others to achieve your goal. So, you with the challenge to never stop developing your leadership. Be the leader that works with their team to win the championship. The person to run the success. Be the person that picks up people when they need it the most. I light the candle of leadership. I now invite Maddie Downer to speak.
Passion. This one word can be associated with any number of things, both big or small. For myself, and I'm sure with many others, I have always associated service with passion. Everyone you will ever encounter has that one thing or more that they are particularly passionate about. Something that I have always found very interesting about passion is that there is a spectrum of passion, and that for seemingly a very generic word, it holds an awful lot of meaning. For example, it is safe to say that everyone here on this field is passionate about their schoolwork. As mentioned earlier, knowledge and scholarship are two of the most essential aspects of the National Honor Society. I guarantee that every individual sitting here could name something unique to themselves that they are passionate about. As not only members of the National Honor Society, but as members of the community, it is up to us to turn these passions into action. When it comes to volunteerism and serving those around us, we must lead with a caring heart. This is not something that you can just wing, rather, it is something that must come naturally. Those that serve must be willing to give freely of themselves to benefit others. I would love to share an example of passion turned into action this past year. As I had mentioned, members of the Pinkerton Academy chapter of the National Honor Society excel in their academics. This sparked the idea of putting together a tutoring program for not only the students at Pinkerton Academy, but throughout the local community. This idea of using the members' passion for learning and education quickly turned into 126 active tutoring matches. Members of NHS had the opportunity to serve those around them by utilizing their strengths and their passion. There is no doubt that passion is the driving force behind service. The idea of service and helping those around you is very interesting, as it doesn't necessarily have to be a large performance or gesture. Rather, it could be something considered quite small. A motto that I have always lived by and have encouraged those around me to as well is the idea that you may be unable to change the entire world, but you absolutely have the power to change some world. Through daily act of service towards those around you, you are becoming instant world change. From giving a stranger a smile to donating an hour of your time to help someone in need, you are changing the world of the people around you. Consider it your own personal superpower, because that's what it is. Whether you are an incoming member, a departing senior, or even just a member of the audience, leading every day with a service mindset is one of the most powerful things that we can do. Just take a moment to think about what that could look like if everyone led each day with the goal to make a difference in just one person's life. I don't know about you, but I think that concept is very beautiful, and by leading each day with a passion to serve, it can absolutely be our reality. I now light the candle of service. I would now like to invite Shaylee Nolan back to speak.
Hello? Thank you, Maddie. Will the inductees now rise and recite the National Honor Society pledge after me? This is your time. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Beautifully said. Thank you. You may seat.
Good evening. I'd like to proceed with the presentation of the members' new pins. So if Mrs. Tartarella and Dr. Powers could please stand. And juniors, please rise. Okay, how we're going to do this, you're going to walk that way and then kind of circle through. All right, Isabel Povey. I might have rushed out a little. Hidayah Badar. Sydney Pelletier. Ryan Divelbus. Aaron Plummer. Laura Adams. Casey Ames. Carmela Bazanga. Jack Cameron. Nathan Campos. Ethan Charles. Evan Croto. Elizabeth Crump. Robert DeFeo. Kenza Elamani. Jude Farley. Rebecca Farnham. Madeline Frank. Kristen Gilbranson. Travis Henry. Caitlin Holland. Aiden Kane. Rachel Kiesling. Samantha Kennett. Alexandrine Lacasse. Carly LaCroix. Allison Lamphere. Cecilia Lamano. Sophia Lonroth. Jillian Lynch. Jackson McKiernan. Ryan McMahon. Alexander Navarro. Abigail Noetzel. Emma Olson. Christina Pekowski. Nathan Rue. Alyssa Raza. Ashling Smith. Jessica Smith. Morgan Stevens. Lauren Sweeney. Mio Ward. Olivia Welch. Coriander Wintle Newell. First year seniors, please stand. Joseph Aiello. Ian Algozine. Nicholas Barbudo. Sophia Caputo. Nasik Chatilla. Skylar Cole. Abigail DeTore. Danielle Diorio. Marissa Douglas. Juliet Dutton. Angeline Eaton. Seamus Finnegan. Benjamin Garvin. Abigail Gilmartin. Camilla Hanna. Ilias Harb. Riley Maynard. Kylie Meehan. Courtney Peltak. Hannah Fanoof. Erica Prokopik. Amanda Roberge. Marcus Sconza. Lourdes Sendeo Hernandez. Kellen Sheely. Kristen Sherlock. Abigail Stallings. Ryan Sullivan. Seta Sullivan. Zachary Tangway. Sarah Taylor. Erilene Tupper. Lydia Weeder. Congratulations to all of our new inductees. Pinkerton Academy honors the senior NHS members with plaques recognizing their years of membership, as well as cords to wear with their graduation regalia. All seniors, please stand. Shaylee Nolan. Donald McDonald. Sophia Camilleri. Haley Davis. Madeline Downer. Joseph Aiello. Ann Alguazine. Nicholas Barbudo. Sophia Caputo. Nasik Chatilla. Skylar Cole. Abigail DeTore. Danielle Diorio. Marissa Douglas. Juliet Dutton. Angeline Eaton. Seamus Finnegan. Benjamin Garvin. Abigail Gilmartin. Camellia Hanna. Ilias Harb. Riley Maynard. Kylie Meehan. Courtney Peltak. Hannah Fanoof. Erica Prokopik. Amanda Roberge. Marcus Sconza. Lourdes Sandeo Hernandez. Kellen Sheely. Kristen Sherlock. Abigail Stallings. Ryan Sullivan. Seta Sullivan. Zachary Tangway. Sarah Taylor. Erilyn Tupper. And Lydia Weeder. And now for our second year seniors. Jawaria Ali. Vera Backman. Gabrielle Barron. Madison Bedell. Mahima Bhattacharjee. Isabel Boyd. Nicholas Burke. Elijah Campbell. Alexandra Carney. Ryan Casson. Andre Como. Joanna Corder. Anna Davis. Lauren DeLong. Christiana DiMicheli. Emma Downing. Alexandra Fisk. Samantha Franks. Nathan Grabowski. Macy Graves. Madison Henry. Alden Hirsch. Emma Johnston. Abigail Jowett. Brenna Kimball. Campbell LaCroix. Isabel Lamperis. Hannah Martinelli. Allie Masterson. Ella McDaniel. Abigail Murphy. Olivia Paveo. Christopher Perfetto. Molly Raposa. Lauren Riviere. Allison Turner. Madeline Ward. Ann Woodman. Congratulations to all of our seniors and for all of your service. That was good graduation practice for you. I now invite Dr. Powers to say a few words.
Good evening. On Friday, Mrs. Lemire asked for 75 and sunny, so I think we got that. But the wind is doing a number on my hair. Congratulations. It is a great honor to be here tonight with you. And as has been described, you've excelled in your studies, and tonight you pledge to continue on this course. Keep working at them. Take the time to thank those that have helped you to learn and supported you in your journeys, your teachers, friends, and family members. The 4 requirements for membership, scholarship, leadership, community service, and character are ones that you excel at and were not chosen at random. These 4 requirements will help you continue to lead a fulfilled and fulfilling life. Since you have already excelled at them, I challenge you to continue to do so throughout your next steps in life. Let your character guide you and help you through challenging situations. The scholarship that you can continue to display will come through the formal and informal learning that is a lifelong journey. Finally, continue to be a leader. Leadership does not come with a title. Being a leader is an awesome responsibility, but one that we are all tasked with. Being a leader means doing the right thing, which is not always easy, nor always easily defined. Tonight is about you, the students being inducted, but I would be remiss if I did not thank the many individuals that have helped you along the way. Families, friends, fellow classmates, faculty, staff, and community members have all influenced us, and we thank you for all that you have done. On behalf of everyone here at Pinkerton Academy, congratulations on this recognition. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
I'd like to take this time to formally introduce myself. Good evening. My name is Nicole Lemire, Pinkerton Academy's NHS advisor. I would also like to take this opportunity to say a few words, but first to recognize this year's executive board and thank them for helping to guide the Pinkerton chapter through another year of successful leadership and service. Senior officers, please come forward and stand to my right when your name is called. Junior Representative Isabel Povey. Service Project Coordinator Madeline Downer. Treasurer Haley Davis. Secretary Sophia Camilleri. Vice President Donald McDonald. Sorry, Andy. President Shaylee Nolan. You guys can remain standing. I would also like to thank the members of the National Honor Society Committee, Mr. James Faulkner, Mr. David Rhodes, Mrs. Nicole O'Brien, Mrs. Tina Sturdivant, and Ms. Valerie Smith. I'd also like to thank Mr. John Breda for his work assisting me with the Pinkerton chapter, and Mr. Robert Lemire, Mrs. Julia Mitchell, and Mr. Ryan Lopresti for the work with this ceremony. If Mr. Peter Gaucher is out there, if you could please stand up in the stands. I know you're there. There he is. He's way in the back. I really want to thank Mr. Gaucher. After his 36 years of an advisor, he has remained my constant mentor and a forever friend. So thank you, Peter. And of course, Dr. Timothy Powers, Mrs. Suzanne Tartarella for their unwavering support, especially this year. As Shaylee mentioned, this was my first year as the NHS advisor. While I have served as a class advisor for many years before this, and as an assistant to the NHS, it was this year that truly allowed me to redefine what it meant to advise and lead. Through NHS, I was truly able to watch students self-direct themselves as members. While I gave steering advice, these students are the ones who make this chapter as remarkable as it is. During this year of COVID-19, I got to watch these members rise above obstacles and truly demonstrate their scholarship, knowledge, character, leadership, and service. Together, they have tutored students and have served more than 1,000 hours to date to their community. They have created new events like this upcoming Saturday's car wash from 11 to 2, by the way. They have established chapter committees, and they have set a vision and goals for the future for NHS years to come. Rather than use this year as an excuse to soften their commitment, they instead used it as a way to recommit to their oath as a member to the National Honor Society. I am so proud of these members, and I am so excited to bring a baby boy into this world that has leaders like you. To our senior officers, you have my deepest gratitude and admiration. Thank you for shining brightly, leading selflessly, and raising the standards of what it means to be recognized as a NHS member. Our next executive board and future members are so lucky to have had you pave the way for even more success to come. I'll leave you with these words from John Quincy Adams, as this chapter generally reflects their meaning. If your actions inspires others to dream more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Thank you all for being the light during what could have been such a dark year. It is now my pleasure to introduce the new executive board for 2021 to 2022. As I announce each new officer, would you please come to the front to take the current officer's place in line? Our service project coordinator could not be here tonight, but is Sydney D'Amelio. Treasurer, Ryan Divilbus. Secretary, Sydney Pelletier. Vice President, Hadea Badar. And our President, Isabel Povey. I'd also like to recognize our two National Honor Society Student Senate representatives for next year. So please stand when I call your name. Jessica Smith and Evan Croto. I'm so excited to work with each of you next year. I now invite Isabel Povey to speak and to close out our ceremony. Thank you.
On behalf of the Pinkerton chapter of the National Honor Society, I thank you for sharing this evening's induction ceremony and installation of officers. If all NHS members take the sign on your seat with you so we can make sure that we can keep this beautiful field clean. Thank you, everyone. Night. Members, if you did not receive your card or pin, come see me so I can take care of that for you.